and welcome to D4Drupal channel. Today we are going to see about how to use config split module. Okay, so for that what I have done already is that I did 3 Drupal instance setup. One is split dev and split stage and split prod. Okay, so these are the 3 instances I already installed, and all the 3 instances are synced instance. So we can move configuration from one environment to another environment, and I have installed some set of config module also to showcase the feature. So first is devel module and admin toolbar and block class. Okay, all the 3 modules are enabled in all the 3 instances. And in addition to this, I already installed config split module. Okay, so config split has dependency of configuration filter module. So that module also will be installed in all the 3 instances. Okay. So now we have a 3 instance. All the 3 instances have config split, config filter, admin toolbar, devel, and block class module. Okay. So first, what I'm going to do in development instance, I'm going to create a configuration split. Okay. So configuration development, here you have to go to the configuration split settings. Okay. I'm going there. So once you navigated to this page, you have to create a new configuration split. Okay. So here you have to create a new split. So what is split is that when you have a multiple environment like development stage or prod, you will not be using a devel module or admin toolbar in the stage or prod, right? So you will be using a private file system or varnish catch or mem catch modules in the stage or prod, but in development you will not use it. Okay, so when you have some set of modules for development, some set of module for prod or stage, or some set of configuration in development which is not there in the development, sorry, prod or stage, in that case you have to use this config split module. Okay, so first what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new split. So first one, I already created a note here, so we are going to follow this. Okay, so first I'm going to create a split dev for split dev instance. So if you want to give a description, you can give here. So next is a storage. So do you want to store the YML where in folders or collections or database where? First, I'm going to showcase you how to do with the collection. Okay. So if you are giving folder, you have to give the folder path here. So since I'm going to use the collection, I'm not going to mention any folder here. Collections means it will create automatically folder inside your sync directory. Okay. So next is database. It will be exporting your configuration in the database table. So I will showcase folder and database at the end of the video. So now we will see about collection. So collection is there, and weight. This weight represent which split should be imported first in your stage or product anyway. Okay, so you have to mention the weight. If you have any dependency or something, you can use this weight to import some sort of split first and after that next split. Okay, so next one, active. So this active represent the status of this configuration, whether it is active or not. Okay, so it is active. You can override this by using your config variable in your setting.php. Okay, this is the config variable. This is how you need to mention in your setting.php file. Okay, and next is status override. This is also doing the same. This is also helps us to make the setting active or inactive, but you can override this to in a setting.php, but this will not comes under the YML configuration. This will be stored as a state variable in your environment. If you're not aware of what is state variable, you can check the description. I have added a link to showcase the state variable feature. Okay, so you can check my description to understand state variable. So this will save state variable in your instance, it will not save as a configuration. Okay. So I'm going to keep it null now. So I will showcase it. I will showcase it how it is working next. Okay. So next, it is a complete split. What is a complete split? So whatever configuration you are selecting here, all will be completely splitted into a separate folder. So which means, so when you split some particular devel module, it will export all the devel related module into a separate directory. So it is called a complete split. So it will be completely splitted from your sync directory. It will not be available in the sync directory anymore. Okay, that is called complete split. So I'm going to mention devel. So we'll use devel generate both. Okay. So next, what? This is a configuration item. So you can select configuration item also here. So as like I already mentioned, I am going to use complete split for D for long date. Okay. So D for long date is a date time settings. So here we have a date time format, right? So I am going to use this date time format only for the development. So I am just showcasing this only to showcase the configuration split. Okay, so you have to use your configuration split based on the requirement. To showcase the feature, I am taking the date and time, but we will not mostly split date and time in your configuration split settings. Okay, so it is long, right? Long. So here it comes. It is core.dateformat.long YML file. Okay, so I splitted it. If you want to give any YML here, you can give. Okay, so here you can give the YML here, and you have to mention each YML in a single line. Okay, per line. Okay, I'm not going to use it here. And next is a partial split. So we see about complete split, right? I said that complete split means it will be completely splitted from your sync directory, right? So what is partial splitting? So partial splitting means it will not be completely splitted from your sync directory. Sync directory will contain the default configuration of your YML, and the partial folder will contain the patch of your YML file. So I will showcase, might be it will be little confusing. So when I showcase, you can understand it in better way. Okay. Sorry. So for partial splitting, I'm going to use development menu. Okay. So we have a development menu, right? So let's use the development menu. So here, development menu is devel menu, right? So I configure the devel menu. So next, if you want to give any additional configuration, you can give. Okay, next, we have here the advanced feature here. So that is called stackable. I am not going to explain this in this video. I will post separate video to showcase this stackable feature. Okay. So next, I am going to save it. So now we successfully created the config split setting for your split dev environment, for this particular environment. Okay, so here the status is active. Okay, so you can make this split inactive by changing the value of a state here. So when you give inactive, the status will be changed to inactive. Okay, the value will be saved as a state variable. Okay, and next what I'm going to do, I'm going to add one more. So this is for split stage. Okay, for split stage, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do these settings. Okay, so complete split is admin toolbar and medium date. Okay, so description, if you want, you can give. So same collection I'm going to use here too. And next, I'm going to click admin toolbar, all the dependent, not dependent, all the extra modules. And next, medium. Okay, medium date. I'm going to split this medium date too. Okay, long is in dev, medium is in stage. And in partial splitting, I'm going to use the admin menu. Okay, so admin. So this is the admin menu, right? I'm going to click on the partial splitting and I'm going to save it. Okay. Now we successfully created a split stage to here. Next, what we are going to do, we are going to click on add and split prod. So for that, what you have to split is that, so collection. So this is block class. So block class module. And next here, short date. Okay, here we have short date, right? So short. So I'm going to select short date here. And in the partial splitting, it's a main menu. So main. So main menu in the partial split. Okay. So now we successfully created a 3 split, one for dev, one for stage and one for prod. And you can see these two are active and this is inactive. Okay. So you can run rush config export. So I'm going to clear and go to cd split dev. And so you can use your drush cex command. So it will work for your cs command also the split. So I'm going to export. So it is saying these are the things going to exported in your sync directory. I'm saying okay. So now we exported. Let's go to this. Since the path is too long, please have a look here which folder we are now. We are at the split dev. Okay. So here you can see the sync folder contain new folder now. Normally there won't be any extra folder in the sync. When you enable the split module, there will be new folder. So here it contains prod and stage. It doesn't contain the split dev because we are made it as inactive here. Okay. So you can override this by using your setting.php. So I am going to do this by setting.php. So let's go to your setting.php. This is the div. And variable, if you don't know the value what to give, you can copy the value from here. So here this is the value you have to mention. So I'm copying it and I'm going to add it here. You can add wherever you want. So here I'm going to make split dev status true. Okay, it will be true. So once I add it, when you, okay, I don't have permission. Okay. Let's do it by command prompt. Vim sites default setting.php. I'm going to insert this line. So scroll down. So I'm going to insert it here. It's not mandatory to keep this line here. You can keep wherever you want. So I'm going to make this true now. True. So now value is saved. You can see now. Okay. So next, now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to save anything. I'm just going to listing page and I'm going to refresh now. So now you can see the status is moved to active and the state variable is overridden by the setting.php variable. Okay. So you can do both way. So these also the setting.php value also the environmental specific and state variable also environmental specific. So you can do it how you want based on your flexibility. Okay. And next, again I am going to Now you can see all the three are active, right? So let's export again and see what happens. So now exported. So now go to sites default files config sync. So split folder. So next, once you enable the split configuration, now you can see three folders are exported. So let's go to dev. So you can see all the values are exported now in the dev2 and prod and also in stage. Okay. So in development, you can see the system menu imported, right? But when you see in prod, the menu which we exported here is main, right? So the main menu partial split will not be here. And in the stage, you can see the menu, admin menu. You cannot see the admin menu. Okay. So why it is not present in the prod and stage and it is present in the dev means we exported a devel module in dev, right? So it exported all the dependent YML here. That's why we are having the devel menu here. And in the split prod and the split stage, you can see the menu will not be there because those two YMLs are not dependent to each other. Okay. So in development, we configure like in complete split, it should go devel module. And in the partial, we are passing the development menu. So those are dependent to each other. So the development menu is exported in your dev folder, but in the stage or prod, the YML is not exported. Okay. So let me explain what partial split is. Okay. So as I said already, it will be available in the sync folder. So system.menu. So here. So we exported admin menu in stage and the main menu in the prod. So admin menu, main menu. Okay. So those two will be available now. So let's do how the partial split is working. Okay, let's see. So for that, what you have to do, you have to go to your menu, menu and admin. So I am going to change the menu as administration menu. Okay. So now we going to save it. So once you save, so when you do drush CEX, so it is saying there will be new file in the split stage. Okay. So I'm saying okay. So let's go to the split folder and see split and split stage. So here you can see there is a new patch file is added by this module. So when you open, so here you can see the patch. So which means the default basic configuration YML value will be present in your sync folder. This patch file will be available in the split stage. So when you have multiple environment, but in some environment only you want to make some changes. So remaining environment, if you want to use the default configuration, in that case, you can use this partial splitting. Okay. So here adding label admin menu, the existing one is administration. We are removing it and adding the administration menu label. Okay. So this is how the patch is created. Let's create a patch for main. Okay. Main is in prod, right? So let's do for main. So main navigation menu. Okay. So I'm going to save this menu now. So now we saved. Let me export now. So you can see there is a new addition to the split prod. Okay, enter. So now we'll go here and go to split prod folder. So you can see there is a new file. So we can open and see. So addition to the label main navigation menu and main navigation is the old one. Okay. So this is how the partial split is working. Okay. So let's move all our configuration and import. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy in development. I'm going to copy all, and here it's a stage. I'm deleting all. So whenever you move configuration from one environment to another, it's always recommended to delete and paste. Okay, next is prod. So I'm going to remove all and paste it. Okay, paste it. So now we pasted in your prod environment too. Okay. So let's open setting.php in stage. So we have to do it by command prompt. Split stage. So here I'm copying the variable. So now I'm going to add it in this file. So vim sites default settings.php. Okay, let's add here. So insert, paste. So split there will be false. And again one more paste. This is for split stage. Split stage will be true here. And next split prod. Prod. That will be false. Okay. So now we added all the three. So let me copy this two. So we can use it for prod setting.php. So let's what I'm going to do. I'm updated the setting.php and I'm going to import this configuration in your stage. Okay. So trash sim. We copy pasted YML already. So yes. So now the configuration imported successfully. Let's go to the stage environment and okay, we need to open. This is the stage environment. You can go to the development split. So here you can see all the three are there. So as we have configured in the setting.php, this is active and these two are inactive. Okay, next what I'm going to show you is that where is it? This is the file, right? So in stage, this configuration should not be there and this configuration also should not be there. Okay, so let's see stage we imported, right? So in stage, let's go to extend and check devel module is there or not, block classes are there or not. Okay. So devel. So you can see devel module is uninstalled since we make the split false and block class is next. So go to here and add block class. So block class is also uninstalled and admin toolbar should be enabled. So you can see it is enabled. You can see from here itself. And next medium. So it should contain the medium data alone. Long and short should not be there. So let's go there and see. So here you can see long and short are not there. Only medium is there. Okay. And next is the partial splitting. So partial splitting is development we said and administration and main, right? So we will not having the devel menu now. So structure menus. So since the devel menu is exported in a complete split, it would not be available here. And partial splitting. So you can see the administration text is changed to admin. And for main navigation, partial will not work. So there is no menu added label here. So it's only main navigation. Okay. Next, let's see about a split prod. Okay. So for that, what you have to do, go to split prod and we have to edit the setting.php vim sites default settings.php. So here you have to add that value. So let's add here itself. Okay, in this file, prod should be true and state should be false. Okay. And state should be false. So let's save it. So now the value is saved. So next what we will do, we will be importing here itself, right? So dash sim. Yes. So the configuration is imported in the split prod environment. Okay, let's do check it. So this is the split prod. So the admin toolbar should not be here. So now you can see the admin toolbar went right. And next, what should not be there? Devel should not be there. So devel menu is not there. We will confirm from here too. So you can see the devel module is uninstalled. So next is block class. So you can see block class module is enabled in the prod. And let's move to the date configuration. Regional date and time formats. Okay, let's go there and see it has short. Medium and long is not there. So medium and long will not be there. Only short will be there. And next is partial splitting. So main navigation should have a menu label attached. Okay. So devel will not be there. So we completely splitted in the div. So it will be administration will not have menu and in main navigation we'll have a menu text. Okay. So as we configured, all the value are exported and imported in the split in the stage, prod and dev. Okay, this is how the config split is working. So let's go to the dev and showcase some extra feature which is available. So we are in the split dev, right? So let me showcase those extra features which is available. So before that, what I want to do, I want to remove the setting.php configuration for the split dev so that I can showcase. So I want to make it active deactivate by interface itself so that I can showcase the deactivate activate form in the config split. That's why I'm making a comment here. So insert hash. So now we made it inactivate from setting.php. So now you can refresh here. So now I am going to make it active here. So now the split is active in this environment, right? So what I want to do, I want to make it deactivate means you have to go to this deactivate page. So deactivate, what it means is that it will deactivate this split means whatever the configuration available here all will be removed from your this environment. Okay, all the YML configuration will be removed from this environment. So let's deactivate and show you how it is. So deactivate locally only. This will be setting the deactivate to this local instance only, which means the changes what you're doing here that will be saved in the state variable. That is what it means. Okay, export the configuration before deactivating. Once you deactivate it, the YML configuration will be deleted, right? After updated the YML, do you want to export? Yes, I want to export it. Okay, import all. So now you can see it is deleting the split folder configuration, devel, menus, everything. So now you can see the state is changed to inactive, which means the split is not working in this instance. Let's go to the configuration and split dev. You can see all this. All this will not be available in the dev environment. Okay, so devel module will not be there. In the date, I think long we removed. Here we removed long will not be there. So let's see. Here medium short is there, long is not there. You can see that. And here devel will be disabled. So since we deactivated that particular split, so let's go to the menu and the administration menu. Not administration, devel, sorry. Devel will not be there since we removed it. Okay. So since we deactivated, all the configuration related to that particular split is removed from your configuration. Okay, that is how the inactive. So you can make it active again. So if you activate means all the value will be added to your instance. So all the configuration will be updated. So now you can see devel will be installed, the menu devel will be added, the date will be added, all will be added, devel installed. See. So this is how you can enable and disable the configuration split in the environment. So now devel will be here. So developments and configuration date. So long, medium, all the three are there. And next, devel, right? So you can see devel menu came here. So which means devel is also added. Okay. So this is how you can enable and disable. And next, you have a feature called export and import. So let me show you what export and what import. So here we have some set of YMLs exported, right? So let me showcase that. So here you have all this, right? So let's edit the long. Long is under the split div, right? So long is under the split div. So let's edit it. Dates. Saved format. Okay. So once you saved, you can see there is no change in the export. So when you do this, so it is saying there is changes in this particular file. Do you want to export this to your split directory? I'm saying yes. Okay, export to split directory. So once you exported, when you go and open, so you can see the default S is added, default long dates. Okay. So you can export this particular split by using this export and import. Okay. So let's do the same here. So dates change. I'm going to add new one. Okay. Change. So once you added, when you refresh, it is saying there is changes in this file. Do you want to import the staged one? It is saying, which means, so it will override the current active and it will import the value from this YML, which means from the file structure, the data will be imported. So let's import. Okay, error. Not sure. Okay, I'm not sure why it is throwing error. So let's see what happens here. Okay, but the configuration imported successfully. Okay, so import means what it will do, whatever the active configuration we have in your instance, if you want to remove active configuration from your staged configuration, that time you have to use it. What export will do, it will move all the active configuration to your staged configuration. So what is active and staged? If you are not aware of it, active means whatever the changes you are doing here. So you are going to menu and you are going to add new menu. So whatever action you are doing in this instance, that will be saying as a active configuration. Staged configuration means whatever the YML configuration present here, all those are called as a staged configuration. Okay, so I hope you understand it well. Split, I think we covered all, I think so. So import page, export page, activate, deactivate, we covered all. Yes. So as like all entities, you have a option called delete and you have a devil. So that's it about config split configurations. Next we have some set of commands. So these are the commands which is present in your config split module. So first is config split export. So this will export only the configuration to the split folder. When you use CEX will export in all the folders. When you use particularly this command, it will export only on the split folder. Import means it will be exported only on the import folder. So activate, deactivate, as like we saw now the activate, deactivate feature page, right? So if you want to activate, you can run activate. If you want to deactivate, you can run the deactivate command. And status override, you can override the status by using this command. You can override the status of the configuration. Okay. So these are the commands available in this config split module. And so as like I already mentioned, let me showcase the database storage, how it is working. So I kept database now. I'm saving it. So let's rush export. So now the configuration is exported. So let's go to your localhost phpMyAdmin. So here it's split dev. So config. So here you can see there is new table created. Okay. So which contains all the YML which we particularly mentioned in the configuration split. Okay. So this is how the storage database storage will be working. And folder is as like collection. You have to mention the path here. So relative path from the Drupal root. So the has like how it is exported to the collection, the YML will be exported to the folder. Okay. And we covered all. So that's it. That's it about today's session. Hope everyone understand it. If you like the video, please share, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.